to Halo, heirloom and tomato. We don't string carrots, we don't speak parrot.
Hey everybody, welcome to Dinner in the Show. My name is Jarrett. I'm a member of Tengu, and today we're at Kind Cafe in Boise, Idaho. We're here with Leafraker. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Awesome, doing pretty good. So I guess I just wanted to start out by maybe getting just a little bit of history on how you started out doing music, what you were doing at that time.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I've just been messing around with music for my whole life. A lot of toy keyboards when I was younger.
Right.
Kind of started writing music of my own in junior high school. Got into the slam poetry scene, that kind of thing. Been a lifelong hip-hop fan and thought I would try that out. That was initially my goal, just to do hip-hop, and then I just kind of figured that I would do whatever I wanted to. So it's kind of how you've got the weird mix of whatever the hell it is that I am doing.
Right. Okay, cool. So man, as far as coming from a place like Idaho Falls, how would you say that that's helped like shape your music through just the area itself or reception of crowds, just, you know, how your art's perceived? Like, has it been helped in any way, or has it just made it harder?
I don't really know. It's kind of an odd question. I mean, Idaho Falls is kind of a place where you are a part of the kind of sort of the prevailing culture that's there, and if you're not, you turn to like being bored and getting fucked up and that kind of thing, or just kind of withdraw and do your own thing, sort of find what you are into on your own. That's kind of the route that I went, I guess. As far as how that's helped my career, or whatever you want to call it, my music, my performance, I don't know. There's a lot of other people like me there too. Maybe not as many as like a bigger city like Boise, but I mean, people who like something kind of different than what they're generally used to in the bar band scene. I don't know. I've been well received pretty much everywhere. So
Cool.
yeah.
So as far as how you make your music, because you make it all yourself, all the production and everything, what do you generally use? Are you doing hardware, software, mixture of both?
It's pretty much all software, and it's just, I don't have any money. It's just all a bunch of free programs. I've got like a self-made garbage suite of programs. Like I've got one thing for MIDI composition, another thing for sampling, another thing for drum sequencing, for recording. Just it's all free, and I'm not good at like mixing or anything, so I just kind of wing it.
Well, awesome, dude. It sounds good to me.
Thank you.
You're doing fine if you say you don't know how to do it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Numbers and punctuaries who can't be bothered to read. Hip hoppers and dungarees, we leave it up to our knees. Cause of the beats, man, these would suffer summers to freeze. And if you got something to sneeze about, then please announce your greasy doubt. Announce to drown the season. What the fuck we give a fuck about? Drunk on lemonade, skirt on my hammer shade, a radiant and Everglade. We make it in the shape of lakes, a rating golden carrots in and raise a multi paramin.
So as of right now, you're probably working on some stuff or refining old stuff. You got anything in the near future that you're working on that you're going to be putting out or starting to perform that you've been working towards for a little while? Or
I don't want to make any promises because I'm one of those people. I'm like a lifelong procrastinator. You know, it's hard for me to motivate myself to do stuff. So a lot of times I'll start one thing, get partway through it, move on to the next thing, and maybe I'll come back to it later. But I mean, I'm always rolling out songs that are half finished just to kind of have a new thing to throw into the set every once in a while. And then eventually I do get them done. I've also got nothing I can really elaborate on in great detail, but I've got some collaborations possibly coming up soon that I'm really excited about.
Awesome.
So look out for something new before the end of the year or early next year maybe.
excellent,
Yeah.
Cool. So man, you got any upcoming shows, tours, releases? Well, you already said, by the end of the year, but yeah, you got any good shows coming up, big shows, tours, anything like that?
Yeah, kind of along the lines I just mentioned about collaboration. I have a potential touring opportunity. Like, I kind of want to keep it secret for now, but
Right on.
I haven't really gone on tour yet. Like, I come here and play, but other than that, it's something I wanted to do for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a show on September 6th in Idaho Falls with Step Brothers and Boy on Guitar and Dead,
Cool.
Dead from Ontario.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a great show. Possibly coming back later in September back here to play Neurolux again.
Oh, sweet.
I just got to get the time off of work, but that would be with Turquoise Jeep, and that would be a really awesome
Oh yeah,
show
that would
too,
be great.
so-
That'd be great. So man, what about the show tonight? You're playing with Foul Weather, and were you excited? You think it's gonna be a pretty good show?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't seen them play before. It's at the Neurolux. door 7, music should start, but I think I'm going on around 9 or so. Yeah, Foul Weather's amazing.
Yeah, they're
they're
awesome.
really cool. Also, my friend Snoozy Moon from Idaho Falls, they're opening up. They're kind of like a weird psychedelic jam band.
Rad.
They're really awesome. Organ and theremin, and they're really great. So yeah, everybody should come. It's going to be really super fun.
Nice, dude. Sounds like it's going to be a pretty sweet show.
Yeah, and I haven't played the Neurolux yet before either, so I'm really excited about that as well.
Welcome to the Neurolux.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming by dinner in the show. We'd like to have a huge thank you to Kind Cafe for letting us film here. Huge thanks to Neurolux for throwing the show tonight. Big thanks to Wavepop Records for putting all this together, and especially a thanks to Leafraker for letting us do an interview. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for the
It's awesome.
I appreciate it.
I dreamed of being fleeting, younger, growing small. Seemed the ceiling receded from my tongue. Don't know what to call it. In the wake of sleep, I'm steeped in colic. Won't be bothered to calm the water to keep my tea from hollering. Lips a quiver, slavering in frolics. In a folly of half steps, I lose my heptatonic. Hazel larks the carpet like a mangled grief. Sallow as the taste of teeth, I follow where my waist has fallen. The hour is folded and the second is infirm. Now is turgid, flowery surfeit, pleonastic, overturned. The yawning gnomon feeding back into the worm. Beyond the moment is the moment, is the moment ad absurdum. Eroding the embankment of recursion. Avalanche the molten, weave a blanket of my persons. Mulish in unison like a flock of bricks. Check behind the clock for ticks, purple with the weight of purpose. Each of my faces bursts. I dreamed of seeing beetles hatching in a file, their screams repeating and catching upon the ear for trifles. Encouraging the patient horror of denial, they lay and smothered and embraced as lovers with rapport of rifles. Trampled by the whimsy of a child, cackling shrapnel of enameled harlequin and tribal, sucking in oxygen like a vacant room, bridal to acacia's gloom, an eidolon of parlous idol. I dreamed of sleeping rabbits waking in a panic. Their teeth were cracked and ungrateful as overcooked ceramic. Trembling with the audacity of fantasies, they split and shuddered as their faces ruptured in overtures of hagfish. Embarrassed, insatiable and frantic, appetites of madness worn till the flesh was ragged, gaping indecent like an absent floor. The blinking of a glassy storm, staggered by itself, ecstatic. I find my footing in the passage of a thought. The unlikelihood stings, yet a mass within is all that I forgot. Impacted memories and sentimental plot, and retracted reveries and everything suspended for the plot, and sunken incontinence and existential flotsam. Drunken aghast, I softened and thoroughly trodden, discarded out of hand like a little boy. 1,000 bands of brittle noise, guarded for the misbegotten. The topic is exhausted. The roots of comets are assoiled in the burning conscience. The caterpillar isn't an ancillary character anymore imaginary than a capillary vision. It ain't a secondary matter that it will consist in the metamorphosis. The measurable spectrum whether everyone is terrified. But if you care to hide, remember that the weather is ephemeral and any exorcism is flexibly contextual. Symbolism is a weapon, never withering deception. A thing particular predilection to wizard and articulate. The glitter in the bardic is a gibbering of artifice. But if the heart is hideous, is it a villain, the victim of wickedness, maladapted to the wilderness? Is it a serendipitous to river left after running your umbilicus?